Welcome to WWE Survivor Series 2021. Now, I'm going to make this clear ahead of time. I didn't give a damn about Survivor Series. The WWE hasn't given me any reason to care, and I didn't care. My expectations were not normal, they were here. This is rock bottom, here. And that kind of goes with the show, because they kind of made this more about setting up what's going to happen between Roman Reigns and The Rock than anything else. But let's make this clear. I knew several things going into this show. I'm botching a little bit because I'm still frustrated about it. I knew several things going into this show. I knew, one, there was going to be some good matches on it. I knew, two, there were going to be matches that made no sense and was going to be shit. Three, the most important, I knew, and I don't know about any other podcaster that does wrestling. They never talk about this. I might be one of the few who do, or anyone. I ask you below, think about it for a minute. If no one else says this, when was the last time you ever heard SmackDown win a Survivor Series? Not a match on Survivor Series. Sometimes they win one or two. 2016, I think they won 3 matches out of 7. But question, have they ever won a Survivor Series, period, in the last decade? See this? It's a big hole. No. I don't know why they keep doing this. Brand supremacy is bullshit, because Raw always wins. They never change the formula. Vince loves Raw. He doesn't give a damn shit about SmackDown. So every single time that Survivor Series happens with this brand supremacy, we never see the other brand win once. Once do they ever win. So that takes it out of it completely. You know why? I have been watching this product since I was maybe about 6 or 7. They've been doing brand supremacy since, 2010 or 11 or 12? And I've never cared one. Well, I think it's been way earlier than that. Around maybe 2007 to 6. But I'm going by a decade, not 2 decades. Just a decade. Just a decade. It could have been 15, 18 years. I don't remember. I don't care. From 2011 until now, I have never seen Raw lose at Survivor Series. So why the fuck do they keep doing this? Brand supremacy, my fat ass. I've never seen SmackDown win maybe 1 or 2. And I think 2016 they won 3 matches out of 7. You see how angry I am. 3 matches out of 7 in 2016. That was 5 years ago. I've never seen Raw lose. So why the fuck do you care? I knew going into this, Raw was going to win. Flat out, it always does. So let's move on. I've been talking a little too long about Raw winning. The first match, I was actually quite surprised. I thought it was going to be later in the show. I'm botching. Charlotte versus Becky. Raw versus SmackDown. Now, honestly, I didn't really care who won. And I didn't know who was going to win. I didn't think Raw was going to win. Because of what's going on with Becky and Charlotte in real life. They don't like each other. In real life, they may be doing a professional match, which they did. But I didn't care. Now, mind you, some parts of that match felt a little real. Because they were smacking each other like crazy, a little bit much during certain parts of the match. If you look at the match, let me crank this back and be calm. Because this show did piss me off. Even though the ending was damn good. This show still pissed me off. The beginning of the match. You see Charlotte and Becky pretty much being somewhat dead even. Until Charlotte started becoming dominant. At certain parts during that match, you can honestly see that Becky had to job. Partially to it. They had to make Charlotte look good. They had to make Charlotte look good before she had to job. So you saw Becky having to struggle. And the crowd loves Becky. I don't know why they keep making her a heel when she needs to be a face. And tell me, I think I got a shot of it, of her in her red spandex with her. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but she looks like a damn stripper or hooker. Tell me that she didn't look like she was a stripper. Because that is the type of clothes a stripper would wear. And I know that very intimately. Because at one point, my ex became a stripper. She wanted work. She couldn't work normally. So she became a stripper. Now I want to make this clear. I want to make this damn clear. Me and my ex are not together. I'm not in love with her. She don't love me. But I do respect her enough that she made the conscious choice that she went to me and said, dude, or my actual name, my government name, I want to do this. I can't get a regular job because of my sight and because of the way I look. Because she was an albino. I just want to try and work just like you. Will you support me on this? And I said, I'm not happy about this. I'm not comfortable about it, but I will be there for you. So I want to make this clear to anyone who hears this and thinks strippers, male or female, are nothing but shit. Well, mind you, my ex-wife did eventually do what she did, and I had to divorce her. But it does not mean before that happened, she didn't try to do a reputable job. So strippers are no different trying to make a decent living than anybody else. But let's be honest, Becky looked like a damn stripper in red. The only thing that was missing was her nipples showing and her clit showing. No offense to it, because strippers usually would do that to try and lure in guys, or girls for that matter. This match at one point got a little sloppy. I think it was somewhere near the middle, because I think a little bit of their actual animosity in real life kind of showed a little bit. The way they were smacking one another, you gotta see that they had to stop the smacking, go back to wrestling, but at a couple of points, there was actual smacking. They really were trying to hurt one another, and at certain points, Charlotte was laughing. Guys, Charlotte was legitimately laughing. Laughing, not laughing showing that she's dominant over Becky. She was laughing because legitimately she knew Becky had to partially job for her so she could win that match and do the roll-up and hold on to the ring rope, because that's how she won. But you know Charlotte got what she wanted. She wanted to show how dominant she was, and Becky had to cheat to win. Charlotte was fine with it because she didn't have to job clean. That's one of the reasons why she was laughing. So, do I feel good about this match? No and yes. No, I don't feel good about it because I don't really care. Honestly, both these women are not to be trusted, guys. No matter how much you love Becky, Becky screwed Bianca Belair. And they had to fix that in this Survivor Series for her, and I'll explain that later. But Becky's not clean in this. No matter how anyone speaks, Becky screwed a Bianca Belair at stay calm. 26 seconds at SummerSlam was bullshit. Everyone knows it. She's not clean. Neither is Charlotte. I don't care what anybody says. I am not in Charlotte's corner. Charlotte is a piece of shit the way she's acting right now. She's treating people bad in the back. She's being very, very, very cold to people. And she's being really nasty on television. You can see it. It's real. So, I'm not defending Charlotte. But Becky's not clean either. Let's move on. The 5-on-5 men's elimination match. It was okay. It wasn't bad. And the one person I knew the minute he came out, I saw him, and the very thought process that went through my neurons of my brain said he's jobbing first. Kevin Owens jobbed before anybody else. He jobbed first. Mostly due to the fact he's about to leave the company. Everyone knows he's leaving. So is Sami Zayn. He's leaving as well. But simply put, Kevin has been on the side getting his ass pooned by WWE. He may be winning matches on and off, but he looks bad when he loses, and he doesn't look great when he wins, if he wins at all. They're getting ready. They're almost ready to let him loose, so they're going to make him look bad before he goes. I'm just being honest here. Now, I'm not going to talk about how the members of the match went. Honestly, I was surprised to see Seth was the one who got the pin. I was surprised. Not that I thought SmackDown was going to win. It was going to be Jeff Hardy who was going to win. They could have used anyone else to do it. They could have used Lashley to win it. They could have used, Finn Balor to win it. I'm not saying that Finn would have been great. Austin Fury looked good, but I wasn't expecting him to win. It could have been Finn, and it could have been Lashley. But they used Seth. So the man and wife team actually both won their damn matches. Can you now see politicking in the back, ladies and gentlemen? 2 wins for Raw, 0 for SmackDown. Now, third match of the night, which I actually did enjoy. No, that's the 4th match, sorry. The third match of the night was the 25-man, The Rock's 25-man Battle Royal. Now, let's put some context to this. This is the 25th year of celebrating The Rock being in WWE when he was there. They showed a lot of snippets of him. Also, they showed snippets of Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. I don't know why they did that. That was actually kind of strange that next to The Rock that was being advertised, they actually showed Drew McIntyre first and then Bobby Lashley after that. I was actually quite surprised they actually did that. Maybe that's booking them for next week, for this coming week, or going into January. I don't know. I'm not sure. So it was actually kind of weird to see them. But this was about The Rock. This is also about Vince McMahon coming in with his egg that he got from The Rock that was stolen. And you see this individual in my face? Roman Reigns with Vince. And Vince showing the gift that The Rock gave him. That Roman kind of looked like, oh yeah, I'm taking that shit. Now, mind you, I don't know if that happened. There's no proof that the Rock's egg that Vince got that's supposedly $100 million, which was probably gold-plated and only worth $1,500. I don't know if it's Roman. It kind of makes sense it would be, but we don't know yet. They're probably going to be weeks upon weeks before it gets started, before they even say who did it. Now, also, Vince said, I don't care. You better find out who it is, or this week's Raw, I'm going to be basically pruning everyone to find out who stole it from me. So that means I think people from SmackDown and Raw will be on Raw. I could be wrong. Now, the Battle Royal was stupid. It was stupid. It wasn't my favorite match. In fact, it was stupid. You got Montez Ford coming out with Durkin, and they're stupid messing with a Pizza Hut box. I think I got the shot. If I don't, well, I'm sorry. They're messing with the damn thing before they get into the damn match. And then worse, who do you think looked the most dominant in the damn match? Almost. Really? I believe I got a shot of him in my face. I don't even know if I do. I don't care about Almost. Not that he's a bad wrestler. Some people say he just isn't ready, and he's not. He's too damn green. He doesn't feel like his character has been developed. His ring work doesn't really feel very developed. He's not a great Khali. You can see he's more athletic than great Khali. But honestly, he doesn't feel there. He doesn't feel like he's there yet. And now they just let him have a battle royal in the name of The Rock. And he whooped the ass of everybody. And then at the end of it, you get the Street Profits because when it was all over, that Almost won, and AJ Styles comes in the ring and congratulates him. He asks him, hey, you hungry? He says, yeah, I'm hungry. He should be after what he did in there. That's a lot of calories. He goes out to try and grab the pizza, and Montez Ford grabs the damn pizza, throws it at the crowd, and then runs away with it. Really? I don't even know if I got that shot at him trying to eat. I think I do. It's in my face. If not, well, there you go. It's stupid. This was a stupid match. I just didn't like it. It was dumb, not because it's in The Rock's name. It was just, really? And even though people are going to say that you saw Ricochet as the last one next to Almost, and he looked great, really? They're still using bullet shots in Ricochet's theme music. He isn't cared about. It's a joke. Hopefully he doesn't stay with the company. If he does, he deserves what he gets. That's what many people are going to say, and I agree with them. Now, the match I did enjoy. Usos versus Riddle and Orton. RK Bro versus the Usos. It's a good match for me personally. And a milestone for the... I don't know how many exact matches that Randy Orton has done at any type of pay-per-view, but now Randall Keith Orton is the only one who's made the most appearances at the most pay-per-views in record history. He gets a standing ovation. People really like it. So the match was good. And even though I'm still angry at Jimmy for what he's done, does not take anything away from his ring ability. He's still a very good wrestler along with his brother. But I didn't expect him to win. I didn't expect his brother to win. In the end, RK Bro won, which is understandable. RK Bro is really hot right now. And the Usos are not that hot. It's their cousin who is. So I didn't expect them to win. Now, we also got Zyda Lee's story. I think they showed it in comic book form, and I think I got a shot of it in my face. And they're trying to make it important that she is supposed to be a hero. The new Nikki Ash, almost a superhero. Are they really going down that route? And she's in my face. No, not my face. She's on my shoulder. I think I got a shot of her face. I cannot believe they're doing the hero bit now with Zyda Lee. If I'm pronouncing a name, Xia Li, if I'm pronouncing correctly. I'm probably not pronouncing correctly. You know why? Because I haven't watched Raw so long, or SmackDown for that matter. I haven't seen it. I barely see NXT. I don't care about her. And now if they're going to make her like a superhero, but a Chinese one, that doesn't make it any better. It's just a rehashing of Nikki Ash, who had her moment and then got her butt kicked. Let's move on to the 5-on-5 elimination match for the women. Now, this was interesting. I did not know who was going to win. But I'm not going to lie. You had the opener for Raw. You had the elimination match for the men. They won as well. And then you had the men tag teams win. That's 3 times Raw won. And by then, I'm thinking, they got to give at least SmackDown maybe this, I think. And the way they stacked SmackDown looked like it might have won. But as time went on and I saw that Bianca Belair was being given a little bit of leeway, I'm thinking, are they really going to let Bianca be the last one? And then you would think, maybe they'll let Zelina Vega be either the first one eliminated or maybe near the end with a Bianca Belair. No, she's the second one that is eliminated, I believe. Next to Mella. Yeah, Mella was first, and then Zelina Vega was second. Or was she? I think, wait a minute, it might have been Mella first, then Toni Storm second, and then Zelina Vega third. I think that might have been, I could be wrong. It's either Zelina Vega second or she's third. But I didn't see her being allowed to stay, even though the crowd was cheering for her. She is a hometown girl. She's from my neck of the woods. She's from the Bronx, baby. So I didn't expect it to last. But by the time you were at the end, and there were about 3 women left, because generally speaking, Blackheart and basically Sasha Banks have a beef that destroyed SmackDown, and now they're continuing that beef. I really don't know where they're going to go with Blackheart and with the Banks. Will it be good or not? I'm not really interested in checking out Chelsea Blackheart. No, is her name Chelsea? I forgot her name already. But I really don't want to see Blackheart or Sasha. And I hate that because I love Sasha so much. Like the Usos, but I don't care about the Usos because they haven't really made them feel important to me. But at the end, you got Bianca Belair winning it. And I realized by that, it's all going to be all Raw. There's no way on this green earth. They're not. They're going to let SmackDown win. Because by the time we got to this match, it was at the end of the show, and you got Roman Reigns versus Big E. There was no way Big E was going to win. The question is going to be, for me personally, how are they going to book it to make Big E look good? And I'm happy to say that Big E looked really good. They made a well-crafted story. The rumors that I heard that Roman Reigns went to management and said, hey, what am I doing with Big E? And they had no clue. And he said, look, I want to do it like this with Big E. That shows in this match, because the way they booked it, for Big E to be that dominant, even though he lost, he went and got, what was it, 3 Superman punches and 2 spears before he lost. And they made the emphasis, I believe, of his left knee being messed up a little bit during the very opening, near the beginning, to be a factor eventually at the end. Now, Big E didn't sell it that well from the middle into the end, not until Roman had to whack him into something and Big E was able to sell it properly and then got his butt whooped. But in the end, was this a great showing for Big E? Hell yes, it was. Big E got put over by Roman. Now, mind you, he didn't win. But like Ric Flair used to do, and which Charlotte cannot do, is to look great and also make your opponent look great. And Big E, even though he tried 2 big endings and they could not do the job, his loss does not mean it hurts him, because this was so well done. Big E looked dominant here. And yes, he lost to Roman Reigns, but no one's going to lose to Roman Reigns until The Rock comes out. And then he finishes that program with The Rock, and then maybe someone will finally beat Roman Reigns after that, because The Rock is going to cement Roman Reigns' legacy. Now, I'm not saying that's a great legacy, because years ago he was treated like crap because they wouldn't switch him from heel to face. Well, face to heel. Well, I should take that back. He was a face that basically was a heel, and everyone hated him like a heel until he became a heel, and then everyone loved him as a face. That's the way it is right now. That's just how it is. They love to hate Roman Reigns. And he played right into his character while the match was going on, basically trash-talking Brooklyn. He did a great job as a trash talker. He did a good job making the match flow the way it did, along with Big E. Both of them are very well versed. Yes, Big E may be limited in his wrestling ability, but he can still tell a good story. And after getting 3 Superman punches in the face and refusing to step down and getting up in Roman Reigns' face, several things you could see. One, with Big E, when he goes back and works on Raw, he will look way more, not presentable, because he's probably going to go back to the New Day attitude. But you know when the time comes that he can get the job done in the ring. Second, you could see that if they were going to give him a real push as the dominant champion, he could do it. Now, mind you, if he's serious enough, he can do it. And the last one, even though he lost, the crowd was cheering for him. Even though they couldn't stand Roman winning, the crowd still cheered for him after he lost. So that shows he's over. He could be a main champion for the company, and he can do a match that will mean something. Was this a good show? For me? No. Because it did exactly as I thought it was going to be. This is just always Raw. If anyone else, and I'm telling you right now, I doubt anyone is going to even say much about how Raw for almost 10 years or more has been winning over SmackDown. And SmackDown, this is just a joke at this point. If they let SmackDown win, it actually would be a change-up that people would like. But they're still doing the stupid formula that they never let SmackDown win. And there is no supremacy. It's always Raw. It's stupid. But this is just me. Have a good day. Have a good night. And watch my gut report. It will be about the releases of WWE. My thoughts on how things will be for them. Because I'm telling you now, I had a little bit of a tangent. I was a little bit of a tangent wanting to let people know in that video that you need to understand that even though these people have been released, does not mean they're going to get contracts immediately. And who knows if they'll even get paid properly. That's just me. Peace.